Hey guys, this is day 2 of CCIE security. Let me remind you, in our day 1 class, we completed an introduction, roadmap, certification, etc. All those things and all confusions regarding CCIE security, where to start with, what to do. All those questions, answers we completed in our first session. So technically that wasn't a CCIE class, it was just a clarity class. And also to give you knowledge on certification part, roadmap, what new are given by Cisco, what's a new thing to do. I mean, those small stuff, around 45 minutes of class we had done in our previous class. So that class video I'll be uploading. You guys can go through that. Today, by end of class, I'll take your details. Nee, you want to tell something?
Oh, no, sir.
Okay. I
No, sir.
request you guys to please mute. Okay. If you have any queries in between, you can stop me, ask me questions anytime. Feel free to ask anything related to your subject. Kindly mute yourself, guys.
All right, sir. Thanks.
Yeah. So, before I start CCI security batch today, uh, I'll give you a confirmation on what are the modules you guys need to do. Okay. So these are the days wise I have planned. These are for weekdays. Okay. So basically your training will be from CCNP to CCIE security. There is no separate class of CCNP. There is no separate class for CCNP. We are covering everything from CCNP to CCIE security. Now two motives are there. I'll make you very clear. According to CCIE security lab exam, whatever topics are there, I'll be covering everything. Okay. And almost you guys will have all those practicals. In security, 90% practicals are there. Don't worry about lab. We'll give you every resources to do a practical. So from our side, be clear. Now, classes won't be separately done for NP. We'll have CCNP to CCIE security level classes. Now, in that, at professional level, whatever type of knowledges are required, let's say as a working professional, whatever things you guys need to know, which is not there in a syllabus, even that I'll be covering. Okay. So trust me, guys, whatever you'll go through, okay, in the classes, whatever you'll go from start to end, if you complete that much as well, I mean, only that much also, if you complete, that will be good enough to clear your lab exam. I mean, you won't feel any difficulties in a lab exam to do any task. More than that, I'll be teaching you guys, but at least complete this much, okay? And which will be almost having all the informations about your CCI security syllabus. Now, we have ASA firewall where we need 4 to 5 weeks in a weekdays where we have like 4 classes a week, 2 hours a day. So this is good to start with. Generally, we start with two modules, ASA or SNRS, because many students will be coming from routing and switching background. So SNRS is all about security about routing and switching, which is good to start for 2 to 3 weeks. So in a weekend, will take around 3 weeks to complete, hardly. Okay. And after that, we can go for VPN or any other modules. So this is next generation firewall, guys. This is next generation IPS centralized manager, and this is advanced malware protection. We have web security appliance, we have cloud web security appliance, identity service engine, ESA, automation, WLC and AP. Technically, WLC and AP has been removed from syllabus, but still I want you guys to teach, just because in a market you need to know about wireless part. Okay. So from my side, these things are added. DNAC will be there, digital network architecture. So all these technologies will be used in your lab exam. Okay. So let's start with SNRS today. So that will be our first module. And and then I'll plan with ASA or could be with VPN, any one of the choice depending on our requirement. We'll start. I would prefer you guys to know ASA first of all, because in VPN also somewhere we have ASA used. So without having knowledge on ASA, directly going for VPN, you might feel little difficulties. So I don't want you guys to face any difficulties. Probably after SNRS, I'll start ASA. Okay, that would be our next module. Uh, I believe I'm clear with what I'm going to do. Any questions? Anyone? Any confusions? Let me know.
No. It's good.
Okay. So let me start now. Guys, today's topic we have security over routing and switching. And let me give you introduction about the topics that we are covering. We'll first of all learn spoofing attacks at layer 2. Then we'll learn MAC layer attacks, VLAN attacks, and switch spoofing attack, including CDP, PVLAN, private VLAN, NTP with authentication, DHCP spoofing. We'll see attack, then we'll see a solution snooping. We'll see NetFlow, which is like telemetry of a network to collect the network informations using IPFix version 10. After that, we'll have overview of routing and switching protocols with authentication. And we'll have infrastructure ACL along with URPF layer 3 security and dynamic ARP inspection. These are the total topics that we need to finish. Okay. I'll start with first topic called as a spoofing attack. Okay. Guys, how many of you guys are aware of spoofing attack? What is spoofing? First of all, tell me what is spoofing. Do you have any idea? What is spoofing? Any idea, guys?
Taking IP address.
Okay, but here okay. Tell me in any sense, no worries. Anyone else?
Hacker
Guys,
try to enter in your network.
not really.
Try
But
to replicate it.
yeah, purpose is to enter a network only, but in what way that you guys need to know. But definition, if you guys are asked for spoofing, that wasn't the definition. Tell me, guys.
To replicate MAC addresses, maybe a middleman attack. So someone can duplicate a MAC address and
Okay.
yeah.
Kanit, any idea? Ni, Yogesh, any Ellen? Try all of you guys. Okay.
The
Now see.
attacker seems to be your known person, but he's trying to send in the malware in your network.
Okay, no worries. I'll give you. See, the way I teach is little different. What I'll do is tomorrow, what topic I'm going to teach, that information I'll give you today itself. Okay, so you all have to do research on that and come for the next day class. Okay, this is what will follow the pattern. Okay, let me tell you what is spoofing. Spoofing is nothing but it's like using someone else's identity. Like you have MAC address AA. For example, you have a MAC address AA. So someone is trying to spoof your MAC address AA and trying to perform attack. So someone else is there who's also trying to make MAC address AA. That is called spoofing. Let's say someone is having IP 10.11.11.1, for example. Don't get confused with private and public part, okay? Just understand the concept. Someone else is trying to spoof your IP and trying to perform the attack. It's like, using someone else's identity is called a spoofing attack. Understood? It can be at layer 2, it can be at layer 3, it can be at any layer. Okay. So spoofing attack is like using someone else's identity. Okay, someone tries to take your identity and pretend to be Ashish or pretend to be Alan. That is also spoofing, guys. So it's a common word in an attacking field where we understand spoofing means using someone else's identity. So it can be in terms of human, it can be in terms of IP, it can be in terms of Mac. Solution of spoofing is snooping. Snooping is called solution. Spoofing is called attack. So in DHCP, we use this term. DHCP spoofing means DHCP attack, and snooping is nothing but it's a solution. Okay. DHCP is spoofing and snooping. Now, let me take you guys through some documents that will help you. Let me share this syllabus with you. Guys, check your Zoom chat. Anyways, I'll be, sharing on a Google Drive as well. But if you want, you can download it from Zoom chat. I have shared it on a Zoom chat. Please download your syllabus, guys, all of you. Keep it for your reference purpose. If we miss any topic, you can let me know from that. Okay. So we'll understand layer 2 attacks. At layer 2 attacks, there are few things: spoofing attack, MAC layer attack, and VLAN attack. Let's see these many things. I have given a note here. What is the spoofing? What is a spoofing attack? Spoofing occurs when an attacker uses a fake device address. In networking, it's about fake device address. Okay. IP spoofing uses trusted internal or external addresses. In terms of IP, I told you it could be internal, external, I mean LAN, WAN, anything you say, any IP address. So someone using your identity, your IP, your MAC address, that is also a spoofing attack. MAC address spoofing is very common in a switch environment. Very common. Okay. Now, what can be reasons for having spoofing attack? Why do we need to do spoofing attack? Understand. Reasons can be to gain a root access. Okay, from where anything is generated, I need to get a root access from where I can get a entire access of a device. That is called root access. Any questions?
Oh, no other comments.
Yeah.
It is okay.
Please unmute only when you guys have any questions, or else please be on mute. Now, a reason also can be to inject malicious data or commands into existing data stream. Okay. It means if we have any existing data stream where we are already having connectivity, right? We have a reachability between two devices and we are exchanging data. It could be between client and server or anything. In between, hacker might try to inject some malicious data. Malicious data means some infected files, or kind of attack, you can say. Malicious is a common word, guys. Okay, malicious data, anything that is dangerous to your network can be called as a malicious data. Okay, now the reason also can be to divert a network packets, okay, to a hacker who replies as a trusted user. Understand? For example, here we have okay, for example, here we have Ni. He he pretends like being a trusted guy, okay, but he is not actually a trusted guy. Okay, so basically what happens here, he tries to connect. You're getting disconnected in between.
Yeah, my internet connection was poor that time.
Okay, try to get it stable, because every points are important. Okay, and I want you guys to be very serious in class.
Yeah. Yes, yes.
Yeah, say I'll take you guys very seriously, and you also need to take me very seriously in class. Okay, especially when it comes to CCIE security, it's very important to know each and every topics properly. And most important part, practical is very, very important. See, security is only a track where 90% you have lab. Okay. For every topic we have theory. I'm not saying that we don't have theory, but everything you'll have practicals. You have to prove it that yes, it is secure. That is called security. Okay. And those who have 16 GB RAM, 16 GB RAM, and minimum i5 processor, there are few modules that they can do. ASA can be completed with 16 GB. SNRS can be done, VPN can be done, WSA can be done, cloud web security can be done, ESA can be done, automation can be done. Uh, these are the modules that can be done. Okay. For rest of the modules, like for FTD and all, NGIPS, ICE, and for DNAC, WLC, even 32 GB will not be enough, guys. You'll need around 64 GB RAM. 64 GB RAM for other modules that I told. Okay. So initially, those who are not having even 16 GB RAM, not having 16 GB RAM, don't worry. Your lab is ready. Okay. Your lab is publicly available 24/7. You guys have to book your slots. It's on public IP. You guys need to take RDP access. Okay. So today some connections were going on. So might be right now they have made it down. But these labs will be 24/7 available, guys. Okay. Tomorrow onwards, I'll show you how to take a lab access and all everything. Because tomorrow onwards, practical will also get started. You guys have to do practical. So don't worry. So regarding lab access and regarding device requirement, I am very much clear to you guys. Those who have around 16 GB RAM, almost few of the starting modules you guys can complete. And for rest of the things, those who have 8 GB RAM, you just take a remote access and complete all the practicals. Okay.
Can I do the physical lab? Means I can visit to the institute and then.
Yeah, anytime.
Okay.
No worries. It's up to you. Whatever makes you comfortable, please do that.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay. Now, these are the reasons for what I told you. A hacker might try to get access or try to use a fake identity to divert the network packets, and they might try to make you feel that they are the trusted users. Right? They might reply as a trusted users, but in reality, they might be a hacker. Now, their intention might be to crash your servers by overloading memory, like attacks called DOS attack, denial of service. Okay, guys, here whatever terms I'm using, spoofing, malicious, right, divert network, trusted users, denial of service attack, try to do research on these things. Keep these type of technical words in your mind. It will help you guys to understand security properly. Okay, so let's say I'll try to make someone else server down, router down, switch down by overloading memory itself. This type of attacks we can do, or it can be a step into a large attack. So these are the prime, motives of doing spoofing attack at layer 2 or layer 3 would be. Uh, Now we'll try to understand with the practical one of the MAC layer attack. Okay. Uh, See, there are few things that you need to understand first of all before I do a MAC layer attack. Okay, let's understand some theoretical things. In a MAC layer attack, what can be? There can be, sending frames with someone else's MAC address in the source. You might copy someone else's MAC address. Is that possible? Yes, it's possible. You might try to fill or exhaust your CAM memory, right? Content addressable memory, which is a memory where we actually store our MAC address. So switch uses CAM memory. It's not a CAM table, guys. Okay, it's a CAM, it's a memory where your MAC addresses are stored. Table is MAC address table. MAC address table shows the entry of MAC addresses. CAM is a memory where MAC addresses are stored. So they are not same. Don't say CAM table, say CAM memory. Okay, so CAM is where MAC addresses are stored, and MAC address table is where you see the list of MAC addresses. Right. Now, MAC address flooding we can do. So to do a MAC address flooding, what do? We fill the numbers of MAC addresses in a memory and start over flooding the MAC addresses on the switch. Okay, now let's say for example, this is a switch. This is your switch. Guys, tell me, do you know any model number of a switch? Any model numbers that you remember of a switch?
That's it. That's it. 3750.
3750. Okay, correct. So in 3750 switch, how many ports are there? Ganit, which switch have you used in your practical?
Maybe for 48.
Yes.
Layer 2 and layer 3.
Any model numbers you remember?
Currently, I
Not
don't.
really. Okay, no worries. No worries. I'll show you, okay, with the physical devices as well.
Okay.
Let's say one of you took an example of 3750. In 3750, we have 24 ports. Okay. So let's say in a switch, we have 24 ports. Now tell me guys, how many MAC addresses can be stored? How many MAC addresses can be stored in this switch? You all are from routing and switching backgrounds. You already know routing, switching. I'm just asking easy question. Tell me, how many MAC addresses can be stored in a switch? Give me lump sum. Don't say accurate. There is no fixed number. Model number wise, numbers will differ. So my simple question is, tell me approx number. How many MAC addresses will be stored in a switch? Number of MAC addresses that can be stored in a CAM memory. Take any number, any model number of a switch. Here, few things I have already cleared, guys.
Around 8,000.
Switch model is 3750, and here I have 24 ports. Now my question is, how many MAC addresses can be stored? Okay,
It's
6,000 to 8,000.
7 to 8,000. Okay, go ahead.
well, what about 16,000 for that for that 3750?
Okay, 16,000. Okay. Anyone else? Any guess? All right, guys. So, see, 16,000 or 8,000 is not a wrong answer, but that would not be with 3750 series. So 3750 series will not have that much MAC address storage capacity. Okay. It could be somewhere around 4K. 4K, 4,000 MAC addresses can be stored. Somewhere, it's not a fixed number, somewhere around 4,000 MAC addresses can be stored in the CAM memory. Okay. See, what I was trying to understand from you guys, when I focus, I told multiple times 24 ports we have, 24 ports in a switch. Most of the time, students will get confused and they will say 24 MAC addresses can be stored. So psychologically, I was trying to put that impact on you. I was telling multiple times 24 ports, 24 ports. So if you would answer 24 MAC address or what? So that was my intention. But you didn't answer 24 ports. It was around 1,000 something. So that's a correct answer, guys. We have core switches where we have 16K MAC addresses also. So that's a correct answer. So understand, in a switch, I can store 4,000 MAC addresses. For example, in a switch, I can store 4,000 MAC addresses. Now, imagine there is an attacker. So who would like to be attacker here in a group? Tell me. Alan is attacker. Okay. So let's say this is Alan. He is an attacker. What he does, he uses some software, he uses some tool and creates a new MAC address. He generates new MAC addresses. Okay. So tons of MAC addresses he'll be generating. Tons of MAC addresses he'll be generating. And what he does, he exhausts the number of MAC address that this switch can hold. So what this guy does, his name is Alan, and he is a big attacker. So what he does, he sends tons of MAC address to a switch by using some tool, right? In a minute, he could send somewhere around 5K MAC addresses. 5K MAC addresses. So let's say Guys, try to understand logic here. Okay, what I'm trying to ask. Capacity of this switch in a CAM table, capacity of this switch has 4K MAC address. It can store up to 4K MAC addresses. But what Alan has done, he has flooded a MAC address into a switch around 5K. Now what will happen? In such case, what can happen with the switch? Tell me.
The switch can be overloaded.
So what will be behavior of switch?
It will be sometimes the switch can freeze.
Okay, I agree. Switch might get overloaded. It might get stuck in between due to overloaded MAC address. It might stuck somewhere. Okay. What if it's not stuck? What if your switch is functioning? After that, what can be behavior? Guys, I feel very sorry.
Overlapping the MAC address?
Not overlapping. I mean, okay, overlapping is there. Then what is that technically called?
Flooding?
Yeah, it's called flooding. Okay, so there will be MAC address flooding. So once MAC address flooding happens on a switch, then what's the behavior of switch? How does it behave? I don't think your routing and switching you guys have done properly. Okay, let me tell you. See, whenever switch is exhausted with their capacity, if we have more than if we have more MAC addresses than its capacity, then it will start working like a hub. Okay, it will start working like a hub. Now, there are two devices. We have hub and we have switch. Two devices we have. Guys, tell me what's the difference between hub and switch? Tell me 5 differences between hub and switch.
Oh, basically, a hub a hub is a unidirectional, while a switch is a bidirectional. So it is.
Okay, agree on that. More? Others, tell me one more point. Keep telling one more point.
Okay. So, um, a hub
The hub
is a layer one.
basically
Yeah, one by one.
Repeater.
One by one. Yeah, Ellen, tell me.
the hub has one domain collision.
Switch also has one collision domain.
One broadcast. One broadcast.
But there is a difference in a collision domain of switch. Per active port collision domain. Switch has per active port collision domain. Okay. I mean, if 24 ports are active, then 24 collision domains will be there in a switch. Okay, per active port collision domains. But in a hub, we have a single collision domain. Switch has single broadcast domain, even a hub has single broadcast domain. So that time Nee told hub is layer 1 device, switch is layer 2 device. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Why is switch called as a layer 2 device and why hub is called layer 1 device? What's the reason? What's the technical
Oh,
reason over here?
basically, basically
Yeah.
the hub works in the layer one of the OSI
Uh,
model.
No, it's not about OSI model. Yeah, can you
we
tell
can
me?
Okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, Ashish, wait, one by one. Yeah, Ashish, tell me.
yeah, we can say switch is an intelligent device which can store MAC addresses. Sub does not
Perfect,
store
perfect.
MAC addresses.
Guys, you know MAC
in hub,
address is, yeah, tell me, Kanit.
in hub, data is shared among all devices, and in switch, data is shared in dedicated per port.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you mean hub does broadcasting all the time, right?
Yes, right,
And switch does broadcasting once, but after that it does a unicast communication, right? Once
right,
RP is resolved, after that it does a unicast communication.
right.
See, guys, all of you have to know technical words. You need to know technical way to express yourself. You know,
Okay, sir.
when you'll go for an interview, they'll ask you technical terms, and technically you need to be very good. Okay, like right now, Kanit was having little bit difficulty to express himself, where technically he should say switch does broadcasting all the time rather than telling it sends packet all the time, right? And he
Yes.
should say switch does broadcasting first and then it does a unicast communication. Technical answer for why switch is called layer 2 device. Technical answer was switch can store MAC address but a hub can't store MAC address. And MAC address is layer 2 address, not a layer 3 address. That's why we call switch as a layer 2 device.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
I'll give you 10 differences, guys. Do you know any other differences that I can tell you, that you can tell me? Or else I'll tell you.
Basically, for a hub, for a hub, they for a hub, I know they broadcast to all the ports, but for the switch, they
That point
send.
has been already covered by
Okay.
Kanit. Okay. Anything else?
Switch can do filtering and hub cannot do packet filtering.
Yeah, you can tell based on MAC address, we can do that. Correct. Anything?
Uh, we can say let hub work on hub duplex communication, whereas switch work in full duplex on both.
Yes, this is
Yeah.
one of the best answer. How does how does half duplex communication? Switch does full duplex communication. That's correct answer.
Yes.
Anything else? Okay, let me tell you, you guys will realize that, okay, yes, I missed this part. Switch has an operating system. Switch works on operating system. Hub does not have any operating system.
Yeah.
Other thing, Switch works on multiple protocols like DTP, STP, VTP. Hub does not have any protocols. See, you know all these points, but what are you lacking with? Presence of mind. And you didn't think in this way, right? You never realized, okay, I should know the differences between hub and switch as well, right? When you guys will be in an interview preparation class, that time you have to face all these questions from beginning. I'm telling you right now. So be prepared. See, guys, the best way of preparing for CCIE security, best way of preparing CCIE security is whatever you cover today, okay, whatever you have learned in a class today, make a note of it. Watch video, make a note of it, right? and be prepared. Next day, tomorrow, when I'm taking class, first 10-15 minutes, ask me question. Hey, Sushil, I didn't understand this part. Hey, Sushil, I didn't understand this part. Could you repeat? Could you make me understand again? I would be really very happy to explain it again. Understood? But once you say, hey, I understood, after that, if you say, I didn't understand after some time or I forget, that would be really a problem. Okay. So parallelly, you need to work with me. Parallelly, you need to do all the practicals on time. That's how we need to work with each other. Okay.
Yes.
So here I see a few new students. Okay, Jordan, you are late. You should join on time. Okay. Mm,
Yes, sir.
yes.
So the class starts at 8 or 8:30.
Actually, you were not in a group, right? Oh, sorry. There was a modification in our time. We made this class for 3 hours a day. Okay. So
Okay.
since you were not in a group, you didn't receive the update. It is started at 7 p.m. itself.
Oh,
Okay.
7 p.m. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Tomorrow onwards, please join on time. And
Yes.
Mehra, can you hear me?
Yes,
Remanshu?
yes, sir.
So Remanshu, you have enrolled for CCI security?
Sir, I am enrolled in cybersecurity.
Okay. So cyber security classes are going at morning time, right?
सर CCNA बैच चल रहा है अभी वीकडेज
Okay,
में.
okay. So,
हाँ जी.
so what I'm telling you, right now, this is CCI security class. This is not cyber security class. Okay.
हाँ जी सर, लास्ट टाइम आपने कहा था कि अगर आपने अपना कोर्स कंप्लीट करना है तो आप ये भी साथ में अटेंड कर सकते हो.
That I told, but right now that module is not going on. Okay. Right now this is CCI security module. देखो मैंने क्या बोला था
हाँ जी.
कि साइबर सिक्योरिटी में जो जो मॉड्यूल्स आते हैं और सिक्योरिटी में जो जो मॉड्यूल्स आते हैं, ठीक है, जो मैच करते हैं, जैसे फायरवॉल, पॉलो अल्टो, चेक पॉइंट, FortiGate. Guys, please allow me few minutes to make him understand in Hindi. I'm telling him something which is relevant to him. Okay, just making him a difference between certain modules. Please don't mind. तो अभी क्या है ना, अभी दूसरा मॉड्यूल चल रहा है. वो मॉड्यूल नहीं है जो ये साइबर सिक्योरिटी और CCI सिक्योरिटी में कॉमन हो. जैसे पॉलो अल्टो, FortiGate, वो सब मैच करेगा. ठीक है, ये दूसरा मॉड्यूल चल रहा है अभी. तो ये तुम्हारा ये साइबर सिक्योरिटी का पार्ट नहीं है. ठीक है,
ओके सर.
चलो ठीक है. एक
तो मैं
बार
अटेंड
तुम,
कर सकता हूँ या नहीं फिर?
ठीक है, आज रह जाओ, कल से अपना देख लेना. ठीक है.
ठीक है सर.
तो वन थिंग, रमेश, क्या है यहाँ पे, क्या नाम है, रिमांशु, अगर
हाँ जी
देखो
सर.
तुमको समझ में आता है तो यहाँ से तुम CCI सिक्योरिटी की तरफ भी मूव कर सकते हो. ठीक है, तो
ओके
देख
ओके
लेना.
सर.
Okay, guys, sorry, I was telling him he had a confusion regarding class of cyber security and CCI security. So just I was telling him this is not the module which is matching with cyber security and security. Okay. Anyways, we were into differences between hub and switch, and almost we understood 10 differences till now. Okay. Same thing I have noted down here in our document. Okay. And I want you guys to work in the same way. Anything that you know, make a document of it. Okay. Anything that you have done research, make a document of it. I'll share a Google Drive where you guys will put all your documents, all your research. So all of them can exchange with each other. Okay. And they can learn each other's research, which is good. Here I'll tell you a few differences. Guys, if you really go through classes properly, I mean serious node, at a serious node, if you go through classes, you really don't need extra classes for interview preparation. But anyways, I'll be taking interview class where all these type of questions will be coming. Okay. I just made one question I was making here, but okay, just see here the differences between hub and switch, what I have given. This way, I want you guys to know the differences between hub and switch. You know everything, but you don't realize that, hey, okay, I need to tell these points in this way. Okay. So I want you guys to realize it and remember all the time. Hub operates on a physical layer and switch operates at a data link layer. Hub performs frame flooding. Okay. Now that can be for unicast, multicast, broadcast. But what switch does? It first of all performs broadcasting at the first time, and after that it does unicast or a multicast if required. That's a manual task again. Switch is a single collision domain, but in a switch, hub is a single collision domain, but switch has a separate collision domains. I mean, per active port collision domain it has. If I have 24 ports, out of 24 ports, if 10 ports are only active, it means 10 collision domains we have. 24 ports active, 24 collision domains we have. Now, whatever we discussed right now, or whatever you guys told me, the points about hub and switch, see, almost all the points are included here. Transmission mode, half duplex on a hub, switch, full duplex, right? Hub operates at layer 1 as per the OSI reference model. As per the reference model, it operates at layer 2. So our first and second are almost same, right? But I included the word OSI reference model. That's it. Important points here, it uses electrical signal orbits, and here it uses frame. Does not offer spanning tree. Like I told you, multiple protocols will be supported by switch, DTP, STP, VTP, everything. Single collision domain, here per active port collision domain. These 2 points seems similar, but there are differences with domains. Now you can say hub is a single broadcast domain, where switch is, switch is also a single broadcast domain. Switch is also a single broadcast domain. Hub is also a single broadcast domain. This is common between them. But in a switch, we have option, right? Now, let's say, for example, if this is a switch and I have 24 ports and all ports are in a native VLAN, right? All ports are in a native VLAN. It means single broadcast domain. Now, if I say I have two VLANs, one VLAN over here, another VLAN over here, two VLANs. Two VLANs means these are having two different broadcast domains. One VLAN will be considered as a one broadcast, right? So this is how at layer 2 you divide the broadcast domain, right? Guys, am I clear with this switching concept? Hub and switch differences. Are you clear, all of you guys?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes.
Let me share this document with you. Guys, please check. Check your Zoom chat.
Got it, sir.
Okay. Guys, since today we are having first day technical class, few more things I would like to provide you. Okay. Like for example, you all have completed CCNA, right? CCNA, CCNP. So interview perspective,
Yes.
I'm telling you, I'll be providing you few documents. Okay, I'll upload these documents on Google Drive. Right now, I won't be sharing. Let me just give you a few ideas and let me know from you guys, like, are you aware of these things? You might be aware, but sometimes you forget it, right? Like CCNA, these are the icons that we use in our CCNA. These are the symbols of your devices. How does a ATM switch look like? How does a bridge switch look like? How file server, cloud, router, switch, PC, hub. Guys, I'm little getting diverted from my course that I was teaching. We were into this topic. Little bit I'm getting diverted just to give you little clarity. Okay, I'll come back to this topic. Now, what is data network? How do you define data network? How do you define networking device? What is networking device? How many types of networking devices are there? Initially at CCNA level, how do you understand? We have end devices, end user devices, we have network devices. This is what you understand. So what are the end devices users? What are the network devices users? How do they communicate? What is NIC card? How networking happens through NIC card? What is NIC card? How does it look like? What is hub? How does hub work? Right? What is switch? How switch helps? What is router? Where does a router work? See, between these two switches, in between we have a router, right? Now, what are network topologies? Type of topologies, right? After that, physical and logical topology, right? What are LAN, MAN, WAN? What is LAN? What is MAN? What is WAN? What is VPN? What is bandwidth? How bandwidth is calculated, right? Internetworking devices, how does it work, right? I mean, all basic hierarchy of network, right? Types of IEEE. There are different types of IEEE: 802.1, 802.2, 802.3, 802.4, 802.5, 802.6. And in which condition and where do we use all these 8 types? Right. I mean, 802 standards, where do we use? It's IEEE standard. What is IEEE? Right. What is OSI reference model? How do we use OSI reference model? What are the confusing part? Sometimes we say ISO, we say OSI, we say iOS. It seems common, but they are different things, right? So don't get confused. I have written here very clearly, don't get confused, right? After that, OSI reference model, how would you memorize it, right? After that, each layers again dealt properly, explained properly. Types of communication: half duplex, full duplex, right? What is this? Transport layer, layer 3, everything explained. After that, data encapsulation, how does it work, right? How really your OSI reference model works, those explanations. How data flow happens in a network, What are the types of transmissions? Unicast, multicast, broadcast. What is transmission type? I mean, what is collision domain? Each and everything given in a proper way. I mean, if you just see the topics like TCP IP model, right? And then each and everything's like this is TCP header. In a TCP header, what's the size of TCP header? What are the initial bits, source port, destination port? They are of how many bits? So what is sequence number? What is ACK number? So this is the complete format of TCP header, right? Some protocols, their dependencies, right? How does three-way handshake happens? How connection gets terminated? What is windowing, right? I mean, all small stuff are mentioned here. How does UDP header looks like? What are the differences between TCP and UDP? Right. Talking about ICMP protocol, talking about ARP that comes at which layer according to TCP IP stack. What is IP header, IP datagram header? Okay. So many things I have explained here, guys, which will give you like types of cables, right? Categories, which cable will be used in what condition, right? Calculations, many things I have given here. Now these things I have come given in a one PPT. Second PPT again we have where you guys will come to know about multiple other things like routers, what is OSI, sorry, what is iOS, what are the features under the routers, what are the type of memories in a router, right? What are the each memories called, types of interfaces, booting process, each and every stuff I have mentioned here properly, guys. Okay. So if you have such type of, initial things to understand before going for an interview, right? I mean, I have mentioned those topics that you need to brush up before going for an interview. So that will be in an interview preparation as well. These things you are supposed to get taught in a CCNA, CCNP properly. This type of documents I'll be providing you guys that will be helpful for your career, interview preparations and all. And you all have to prepare that. Guys, is this good for you?
Yes,
Yes,
very
sir.
helpful.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. These documents will be provided. Don't worry. So we started discussing about our MAC layer attack. We started knowing differences between hub and switch. We understood what is switch, what is a spoofing attack, right? And we understood all the root causes of spoofing attack. And then we started discussing about switch. In a switch, again, we understood CAM memory, MAC address flooding, right? All those stuff. Now here we'll discuss about one small story before understanding the practical part. Okay. So here I have one understanding. I mean, here I have one example of MAC address flooding. Okay. So once we complete this MAC address flooding theoretical part, then we'll do the practical of it. Okay. Guys, let's take a short break. Okay. Every after 1 hour, 1.5 hours, we'll take one break. Okay. So let's take a break of 5 minutes. I'll see you guys at 2:30. Okay. Sorry, 20:30.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Guys, I'm back. All of you there?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Let's start then. Guys, here we'll try to understand our switch spoofing story. Okay. Let's say here we have two guys. We'll take two students from our class. So here we have Alan and we have Nee or you guys. So here we have Alan as attacker. He is attacker. And here I have Yogesh. So two guys joined a company, let's say some XYZ company, they joined at a same time, at same package. Let's say they got package of 6 lakhs. All right. Now both joined at same time, same position, right? And they all were doing good. But after some time, Alan started taking advantage, like he wasn't working properly. And Yogesh was very sincere, so he used to do all his tasks properly. So after 6 months, when review happened about works of individual guys, then Yogesh, based on his performance, got a promotion. And now, let's say after 6 months or 1 year, he got increment and his package was 8 lakhs. And since Alan was a lazy guy, he didn't work good, right? Right, Alan, you're a lazy guy? Don't take
Not
it
really.
don't
No,
take
not
it
really. Not really.
don't take it personally, Alan. Okay, it's just a you know explanation.
Yeah.
So he remained at 6 lakhs. Yogesh got opportunities. He got a good package again. After increment, he was happy. Alan was sad. So Alan started thinking, what did Yogesh do and how did he get increment? I want to steal all his data. Okay, so now Alan mind has become destructive and he thinks about doing an attack. So what he does, he uses some tool here, okay, on a switch. He tries to send, you know, uh, unwanted MAC addresses, unwanted frames, and each frame has a new MAC address. So basically his target is to exhaust CAM memory, exhaust MAC address table, and once the MAC address table gets exhausted, after that your switch starts behaving like a hub. Now understand, why did I explain so many things about hub and switch differences and all? Now understand that concept here. Your switch starts behaving like a hub. That's a reason why your switch does flooding. I mean, that is called flooding. So switch does broadcasting all the time, right? So if the number of MAC addresses gets
Hello.
exhausted here, guys, please mute.
I
I
can't hear you. Any
request.
class is going on or?
Sorry. Hello, guys. Am I audible?
Yes, audible now.
In between, my audio wasn't there.
It was audible.
Him recording. You forgot recording.
No, recording is there. I didn't stop recording. It's
Okay.
going. Now, what I'm telling, listen carefully. This guy did a MAC address flooding, and after MAC address flooding, after few minutes, your switch started behaving like crazy hub. Okay, it started behaving like a hub. And what a hub does broadcasting all the time. If any packet comes here, it will send to all the pods. That is called broadcasting, right? So Alan started taking benefit of it. Whenever Yogesh used to send any information to a server or to his boss, that information was broadcasted, and that information was stolen by Alan as well. I mean, information was broadcasted. So he used to capture the packet and he used to see what information Yogesh used to send. Now, what happened? Whatever Yogesh used to plan, Alan used to know that, okay, whatever Yogesh used to execute, Alan also used to execute same thing. I mean, Yogesh started thinking, okay, how is this happening? How come he can have same plan? How can he have all my informations? So Yogesh started doubting Alan, and he started finding where is the loophole, from where all my datas are getting leaked. So I need to get all these informations. So he found that on a switch, MAC address flooding is happening, and I need to control that MAC address flooding. This is what he found, right? So now my question to you guys is, there is a problem has been detected, right? Yogesh found a problem called there is a MAC address flooding, right? Now tell me, what is solution of MAC address flooding? How can I stop it? In CCNA or CCNP, you guys might have gone through this topic. I'm not sure. But if you have gone through, tell me, what's a solution to stop this MAC address flooding?
You use switch port security?
No,
Exactly.
blocking BDR, you know?
Blocking. Yeah.
See, I can use multiple stuff. I can use at switch label. At this label, I can say the best security would be a port security. And at higher level, you could go with AAA, private VLAN, and many more stuffs are there. Okay. But the best suited over here would be your port security. Okay. So next topic that we have to cover is port security. Till now, whatever we understood was spoofing, and there can be a MAC layer attack. Now, how to perform MAC layer attack? I mean, how to do attack, and then how to perform port security, that practically we
Yeah,
have to see.
sorry. Oh, Jazakallah khair. Alhamdulillah. No.
Okay. So practically we have to see that. Guys, all of you, let me know, do you have EVNG ready with you? All of you, do you have EVNG with you?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Kanit is new here. Kanit, tell me, do you have EVNG ready
No,
with you?
no, right now.
Okay. Do you know EVNG, how to use it?
Mm, Previously, when I was doing CCNP, it was provided through my institute.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
right now,
No,
I don't have access.
don't worry. Don't worry. I'll provide that access. Okay. Okay. See, guys, I guess, Kanit, you have only 8 GB RAM, right? That's what you do.
Yes.
Okay. Those who have 8 GB RAM, don't worry. I'll give you pre-set up EVNG. Just see how to access EVNG. Sorry, it's 105. What are we doing right now, guys?
Delivery.
Guys, what are we doing right now?
Spoofing attack.
Spoofing attack will be doing, but solution is port security. So we are doing, first of all, this module is called SNRS, Security over Routing and Switching. And we are doing practical of port security right now, in which we'll see MAC address flooding. So what I'll do here is I'll take one router, and this router I'll make it work like server. This is a small practical that I'm doing right now. Okay, like this. In this module, we'll see Linux, Kali Linux, through which I'll perform attacks, CDP attack, double tagging attack, switch spoofing attack by using Linux itself. Live practicals we'll see. After that, we'll have iOS switch. So this is your layer 2 switch. Okay, connected here. Now guys, I need to perform two MAC addresses attack. Right, I need to perform two MAC addresses attack on a single port. So what we'll do, sorry, go to network. In a network, use a bridge device. Okay, use a bridge device. You can say like a hub, layer 1 device. Okay. And I'll connect this on the switch port. This is my switch port. And here I'll take two routers. Guys, you can take two PCs as well, but to work with less RAM also, I mean without taking PC, you can utilize a router to make it work. See, one PC will consume 4 GB RAM. Understood? So instead of using PC, use a router. Anyways, our target is to perform attack, right? I mean to generate the MAC address and to perform the attack itself. So that I can do anyways with a router or a PC. Does not make a difference. So with the router, if I can manage, so here you can see two routers, one 1 GB, one switch 3 GB, and another router. So total 4 GB required here. So those who have 8 GB RAM, even they can perform this lab. So here I'll say port security. Guys, please mute, please understand. You should be on mute while classes are started. If you have any queries, questions, that time you let me know. I'll answer your queries. But apart from that, please keep your mics mute. Okay. So this is our small lab. Here I'll take one subnet 10.11.11.0/24. Make it 20 size. This is our subnet. Oh, wait. This is Yogesh. And this is Alan. Okay. So Alan is attacker and Yogesh is a good guy. Always try to create a notepad, guys. Okay. For each and everything, I want you guys to create a notepad. Make a habit of using notepad. That will really help you in your CCIE security lab exam.
Okay, sir.
So this is our SNRS 8 p.m. This is spot security. Though in a document everything is there, but simply create and use notepad. One of the most important habit that you need to develop in yourself, using notepad. Say no. Take control of all these devices. Okay, till your devices comes up, I'll make a notepad on R1. Simple configuration, enable configure terminal, host name R1, interface 0 by 0, IP address 10.11.11.1 with mask of 24 and say no shirt. That's it. Make a copy of it. See, why am I telling you to make a habit of notepad? Because in CCIE lab exam, you have to do many things, copy and paste. So how would you replicate your configurations quickly? How would you manage it quickly? That thing you have to understand. See, just in a second, in few seconds, I created all the configurations. Right, R3. So let me take .3 here. That's it. Done for a router configuration. In CCIE lab exam, I'll give you one example. Why am I telling you all these things? Understand. In your CCIE security lab exam, multiple sections will be there and multiple questions will be there. Okay. Let's say, for example, See solutions. How much, commands you guys have to remember here? Think about it. That's why I'm telling you. Okay. So take R1. Oh, sorry. See, I made a mistake here. It wasn't supposed to be R1. So you have an option, right? Now let's go to R1 server. I'll make it as R1. Server, I'll make it R1. Anyways, our configuration will get replaced with Yogesh. Yogesh will be R2. So let me specify here. This is our server. This is our Yogesh. And this is our LN. Okay. So this way we can take all the configurations. Go for Yogesh, paste it here. Done. And we have LN. So go to LN. Okay. So I'll go to any one of these device, like go to Yogesh. And ping all the devices. Okay. Like ping each other right now. Now, before I ping, I'll take an access of a switch. And here I'll search. So MAC address table. And here I can see at a G0 by 0 interface, which is this, at a G0 by 0 interface. I have this MAC address. It means this is my server MAC address. Okay. And here I can see at a G0 by 1, at a G0 by 1, I have two MAC addresses, right? Two MAC addresses. So I need to identify which MAC address belongs to whom, right? So let me take this MAC address here. C18. So this is MAC address of this particular server. Now this MAC address 3 belongs to whom? Let's go to Yogesh and give a command. So interface G0 by 0. And here I can see, see this is the difference. So this belongs to Yogesh dot 3 belongs to Yogesh. And we'll come to Alan. So interface G0 by 0. And here we'll see this MAC address. right? Okay, so now we have an information which MAC address is of whom. On a switch, I can see at G0 by 1, I have two MAC addresses. So this dot 3, this MAC address belongs to Yogesh, and this 4, this MAC address belongs to Alan, right? Now guys, I want to know from you guys. Let's say, for example, I'll go to Alan. See, these are kind of interview questions they can ask you at switch. Let's say, for example, I'll go to Alan G0 by 0. If I shut it down, if I shut down the interface over here, how long will take switch to flush MAC address from the CAM memory? From this MAC address table, or what's the time to update CAM memory? Tell me. What's the flush time out?
Normally it's about 300 seconds per minute. Oh, it's not wrong.
That's correct answer. But so by default, it is 300 seconds, which is equal to 5 minutes. So port security. Guys, by giving this command, so port security, I can find out that how many MAC addresses are limited on this switch. It shows 4096 MAC addresses can be stored in a CAM memory. Okay, total number of MAC addresses. It can be per port also. It can be through all the ports. Through one port also, I can enter multiple MAC addresses. So we don't have such type of limitations per port by default. By default, we don't have. We haven't applied port security as of now because it does not show which port number. Right now, we don't have any information. There is no MAC address. There is no port security currently applied. There is no security applied. Okay. So this is our simple topology that you guys have to create. Guys, today do one thing. All of you get your devices ready, get your EVNG ready. Okay. And do some research on the topic port security. Since you guys have attended this class for the first time, right? So you didn't had any prior information what to do, what to complete. Okay. So I'll give you a few topics that you guys need to do research and come back. So this is port security. In a port security, you guys have to understand what is port security, first thing. Okay,
Sir,
guys, yeah.
I mean, it's when you say port security has three different stages. I think it's restricted, was protection, and there's another one. But you can turn off the or off those switch ports so that no one else uses it. For switchboard security. So as far as your MAC address, you could do like a MAC address sticky, I think it is. And only those MAC addresses are allowed to use that switch port, but anyone else will be denied. Yeah, sir. Sir, I can't hear you.
Yes,
Audio-
uh, I can equally not hear him.
Yeah. Oh, so
I
that's the
think he has
audio.
some network issue.
Yeah, I can't hear either.
Guys, am I audible?
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Yes.
my mic battery went down. Okay, just give me a minute.
Okay, is it clear now?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
clear.
Yes.
Sorry, my previous mic battery went down. I was explaining, and in between it went down. Okay, Jordan, your answer is when I apply port security, there are different
Yes.
ways of applying or learning MAC address in suite in port security. Like we have
Yes.
dynamic, we have sticky, we have static, different types of different methods are there that you can tell switch to learn your MAC address. So by default, how many MAC addresses are there? By default, what is the violation mode, right? And if it is dynamic, then how many MAC addresses can come? If it is sticky, how many MAC addresses can be allowed? How many MAC addresses can stick? Or if it is static, then how many MAC addresses can be configured statically? All these are the part of our port security. Guys, all of you, please check your Zoom message. I have given you message over here. Please check your Zoom message. Jordan, are you getting my point, what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes, I am. Yes.
Yeah. So it's a part of port security. There, I'll tell you, I'll show you all these things with practical where you'll come to know when you apply a port security, how many MAC addresses will be applied, what happens to a next MAC address, everything will be explained with all practicals. So every day, I'll give you guys a task. You have to complete that task and come for the next class. Today, it was a first day class where you guys got the first topic. But before I start this practical, right, I want you guys to do research on these topics which I have given in a Zoom right now. In a Zoom message, can you see? I have given some topics. Please do research on port security. Do uh, research on what are the violation actions, what is dynamic, static, and sticky in a port security. Make a proper note of these things, and whatever I have taught you regarding that also, please make a note, and also prepare this topology, okay, for tomorrow's lab. Okay,
Okay.
yeah, this is your task. Guys, all of you, please text me your email ID, name, email ID, and number. Three things I need. Please post in your Zoom so to get a access. Right now, Jordan will not be providing access. Rimanshu will not be providing access because these two guys are not the part of CCI security plan as of now. Others, please provide me your uh, details, name, email ID, and number. All of you. in a Zoom chat itself. Please note down, guys. Please provide your name, email ID, and number.
Are you doing it on WhatsApp group?
Yeah, we have WhatsApp group. You are not there in a group?
Oh yeah, yes, I am.
Yeah.
I'm the one who asking you the question
Is it?
about the payroll.
Yeah. So whenever I'll
adjustment.
free, I'll answer your queries. Don't worry.
Sure. Shall I provide you now here on?
Yeah, on a Zoom, I want you to provide right now.
Oh, you want my okay. So shall I provide you my email address?
Email ID, your name, email ID, and number. 3 things.
Sure.
Yogesh has shared, Ashish has shared, Kanita has shared.
ID. What do you mean ID?
Yep. Email ID.
Email ID, yes. A name.
And number. 3 things.
Phone number.
A phone number.
Yep. Kanit, I believe you are already added in a group, right?
Yes, I have added.
Yeah. Feel free to text in a group related to your issues, anything, or subjective matters, guys. Issues in the sense subjective matters, not anything. Abdul, I want your email ID.
Oh, email ID. Yeah.
So total details that I got it. Tell you. So Yogesh, Ashish, Kanit, Alan, me, and Abdul.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I received your details, guys. Today by evening, you guys will receive all the drive access. Thank you, guys.
Well,
Take care.
thank you very much for
sir.
your time. That's great.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, guys. See you tomorrow at 7 p.m. itself. On time, guys. Okay. Take care. Bye.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
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 Bye.